Sobriety and abstinence. Often people ask me, what is the difference between sobriety and abstinence? And you've heard me talk a lot about losing our abstinence, losing our sobriety. Some of you may have heard of the expression dry drunk. What this means to me is that this is somebody who abstains from drinking, somebody who never has an alcoholic drink, which is fantastic. But there is the second stage of their recovery, a sober mind. And what it means is that the dry drunk doesn't have sobriety of mind. When we don't have sobriety of mind, the mind is full of resentments, full of anger, full of irritation, full of blame, full of all those negative mental states, which are downers. I spoke about that last week. Downers, which can be a trigger perhaps for us to slip, a trigger for us to relapse. There are many people who have been abstinent from alcohol for many years, for 10, 15, 20 years. And one day they relapse. And they relapse because often they have lost their sobriety of mind, because often they never had sobriety of mind. And just as I was talking about when we push down all those thoughts and all those feelings and we turn away, what happens is one day they can erupt unexpectedly, culminating into a relapse. So this is why it's important for us to have sobriety of mind. A sober mind is a mind that turns towards the internal barometer. A sober mind is a mind that turns towards the feeling tone in the heart-mind. A sober mind is one that brings the mind, heart, body together. Sobriety, or a sober mind, supports our recovery. It's important for us to have both abstinence and a sober mind. Sometimes people ask me, is it possible to have a sober mind but not be abstinent? I say, you ask yourself that question. Is it possible to have a sober mind and not be abstinent? When I answer that question, I would say, well, you may have glimpses of sobriety, but if you're not abstinent, then it's unlikely that you have a sober mind. This course gives us tools to cultivate sobriety of mind.